In the last episode, we were looking at the trade block, and Kirby Joseph was available. He's a second-year guy out of Illinois. He is now the backup to Brian Branch. And this is a guy that I think would be a very good addition at 22 years of age. He would be our strong safety of the future. And he's a guy that I want to try and get a deal done with. This is a very quality player in Kirby Joseph. He would be a much-needed upgrade to our secondary over guys like Keanu Neal and DeMonte KZ. So we're going to see if we can't get a deal done. I think in order to get a deal done with the Lions, I think it would have to include a guy like Desmond King. He's a guy who will be a free agent after this season, and he really does not have any interest in returning to the Steelers. So he's a guy that the Lions aren't particularly interested in. They're more interested in Levi Wallace, but I'm not really wanting to give him up since he is interested in returning next season on a contract. So I think Desmond King would have to potentially be a guy that we would throw in to get this deal done. And then I was thinking a 4th round pick for this upcoming NFL draft. So we're going to send this offer over to the Lions, see if they'll accept. If they don't, then we will just have to move on. But they're going to accept. So Kirby Joseph is going to now be a Pittsburgh Steeler. And I think that's a good deal because if you think about it, Desmond King was pretty much our 4th corner on the depth chart. You got Joey Porter Jr. and then Levi Wallace and Patrick Peterson are your main corners. So I think it was a good deal to get that one done. Now the Lions, unfortunately, do not have a backup strong safety. They're going to have to make a deal of their own to try and bring in their second strong safety. But they're getting a guy like Desmond King who would fit in perfectly as their slot corner. As we're not going to be done with trades, DeMonte KZ is up next. He's a 7-year guy out of San Diego State. He's a pretty good safety. He's 30 years old, though, and that's the one thing that I don't really like. He's got one more year after this year on his contract, but he's not really interested in returning because we're not a scheme fit for him. He does like to go to a place that has historic championships and a coach with a good career winning percentage, and I thought that I have the perfect place for him to go. It's a team that is 4-2 at the moment, and it's a team that desperately needs strong safety help. And that team is the Green Bay Packers. When you look at the Green Bay Packers and what they have at strong safety at the moment, it is Rudy Ford. He's 75 overall. He's 28 years old. So kind of going backwards in age to get a guy like DeMonte KZ, but it's a much needed upgrade to the strong safety group. And I would be interested in just getting a 7th round pick from the Green Bay Packers. So we're going to send this deal over to Green Bay, see if they like it. They do. So that is the second trade we have done, and that is going to be the last trade that we do. So now I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to adjust our depth chart accordingly since we now have Kirby Joseph. If you guys are enjoying this and you guys enjoy this style of content, I encourage you to subscribe because that's what we're doing over here. We are moving pretty quickly so far in this Steelers franchise, so I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. So the depth charts are now set as Kirby Joseph will now make his Pittsburgh Steelers debut against the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got a couple of things in-house that we need to clean up, like weekly strategy, and then I think we'll be ready to take on the Jags. They're 5-2. Travis Etienne is the league's #1 rusher. Najee Harris is in 3rd. These guys are battling it out for that top spot in the NFL in rushing yards. So our training camp is done. I guess your mini games, whatever, training is done. Now we are heading into our weekly game plan and our weekly practice. Hopefully nobody is injured. After this, we'll take a look at the Jags injury report and then their depth chart, their roster, I should say. In the last video when we took on the Rams, I had no idea that Cooper Kupp was even going to be out because I checked the injury report before training. So we're going to take a look at the Jags injury report. So here's a look at the Jags injury report here. Looks pretty basic to me. Not a lot of guys are going to be out, but nothing that is too extreme for them. They pretty much have all of their playmakers healthy. And speaking of their playmakers, they're led by 23-year-old Trevor Lawrence. This guy is incredible. And then Travis Etienne, the league's #1 rusher, 87 overall, and that 93 speed. He looks to have a pretty good day. But then the receiving core is really good as well. Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley, and Zay Jones, they're probably all going to touch the football in this game. Evan Ingram is also a very good tight end as well, 85 overall. So this passing attack, their running game, it's going to be very hard to stop these guys on defense. Offensive line is pretty weak. Walker Little at right tackle is going to have his hands full with TJ Watt. And then the defense is led by Josh Allen. I'm not talking about the quarterback Josh Allen. I'm talking about 26-year-old Josh Allen out of Kentucky, 88 overall. This guy is very good. And then rounding out the secondary here for the Jags, it looks like it's a pretty good secondary. The defense is good. The front seven is not that great. The offense looks like it's going to be really good, but the offensive line kind of lacks for them. But we're going to make one more move here because I just now realized that we need to add a player to our roster. And the player that we're going to be adding to our roster is Rashad Torrance. He's a free safety. I would have liked to have a corner to replace Desmond King, but we're already very deep at that position already. Rashad Torrance, 25 years old. I mean, he's a rookie, 65 overall, I should say. So that will fill out our roster. We are ready to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars at home, as we are 3-3 and they're 5-2. Let's go. One stat that I just saw is we are 0-3 at home and we are 3-0 on the road. We are road warriors. We need to pick up our first win at home as we're going to be taking on a very good Jacksonville team at 5-2. Hopefully we can come away with this victory. Mitchell Trubisky, he may not be done as a starter here in a couple weeks. Kenny Pickett is set to return, but if Mitchell Trubisky continues to play the way he has, Mitchell Trubisky will be our quarterback moving forward until he loses the spot. He has won it as far as I'm concerned. As here come the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Mr. Fizz sign. I don't know if that's a Dr. Pepper or a Coca-Cola sign in real life. That's actually interesting if it is Mr. Fizz. I don't know. I'm talking too much. Let's get into the action. Trevor Lawrence looking like a girl as always. The Jags are set to kick off. We will receive the football first as this one is underway in Pittsburgh. It's a beautiful day for some football. Calvin Austin on the return, waiting for him to break one this season. It's not going to happen here as it's going to be first down and 10 from the 25-yard line, and out comes Mitchell Trubisky. Trubisky's stats on the year aren't bad, just above 50% completion percentage, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. I say only because I would expect that number to be much higher. First down and 10, a new look for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris both in the backfield. George Pickens in the slot. He is healthy, and he is back on the field. As this one's going to be a fake to Pickens and a give to Najee Harris for a pickup of 4 yards. I did edit the playbook just a little bit. I added some more formations where we can have Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren both in the backfield, so look out for that in today's game as Andre Sisco was there on the tackle. Deontay Johnson returned last week against the Rams and had a very good game. We're going to look to get him involved early in this one. Here's Najee Harris. Big run and a first down. First down and 10, and here is another look at Jaylen Warren and Najee Harris both in the backfield. It's going to be a play action here. We're going to try and hit this one to Pickens as that one was nearly intercepted. Looked like a cover 2 by the Jags defense, so I tried to split the safeties. I think the ball was thrown just a tad bit too late. Second down and 10 here, as we're just going to get this one to Deontay Johnson, and he's going to pick up 5 yards. Was waiting for Najee Harris to get out there and pick up a block. Didn't happen, so Deontay Johnson with only 5 yards. Third down and 5. Najee Harris is the running back here, as we're going to hit Deontay Johnson again on the drag route, and Deontay Johnson is going to have a first down. He is going to receive a lot of targets in this offense. I'm finally getting comfortable utilizing our number 1 receiver. First down and 10 as we are now across midfield here, as we're just going to launch this one up deep to George Pickens. He's got a step, and he caught it for a touchdown. George Pickens, welcome back. As the corner just never turned his back, and George Pickens went up and made a very good play on the football. I want to utilize him in one-on-one coverage. You see it there, number 32, the corner just never turned his back, and then George Pickens found the football and held on through contact. So out comes Trisha Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguar offense. You guys know the video where the person is inside a GameStop, and he says, "It's ma'am," and then the guy keeps saying, "Sorry, sir," and he freaks out and keeps saying, "It's ma'am." I bet you guys didn't know he is the quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So first down and 10 as the Jags offense is ready to get going here. Travis Etienne in the backfield. Surprisingly, he is not superstar development. He's probably just stars. Here is Evan Ingram. No, my fault. Zay Jones on the first down reception. Zay Jones is the slot receiver, so I imagine he'll be getting majority of the targets because that's just what they do here in Madden. They like to get the football to the slot. As here is Travis Etienne. What a block as Etienne's going to pick up 10+ yards as he keeps fighting for a pickup of 12. First down and 10 here. Steelers in the nickel. Etienne in the backfield. It's a pass here on first down. Trevor Lawrence scanning. He's going to throw this one to the right, and it's caught by Christian Kirk. Somebody I think we should probably highlight is Kirby Joseph, the new Pittsburgh Steeler. He is out there at strong safety for us. He's playing in the box on this one, and this one's a quick strike to Evan Ingram, and he's going to pick up the first down. 3 for 3 for Trevor Lawrence to start out the game. First down and 10. Here is a run with Etienne. He's got space. Travis Etienne, another 10+ yard pickup, and the Jaguars move the chains yet again. So something that you're seeing out of the Pittsburgh Steelers defense now, Cameron Hayward is no longer playing in the 3-4. He's just out there in nickel and dime packages as Etienne breaks a tackle, finally taken down after a pickup of 5. 2 tight ends set here for the Jags. Here is a play fake to Etienne. Trevor Lawrence scanning. He's got a guy open. It's Calvin Ridley as the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying it up. If this is any indication of how this game is going to go, we are in for a good one. Split look here for the Steelers. Warren and Harris both in the backfield. You're going to see this look a lot moving forward as here is a give to Jaylen Warren as Najee Harris was the lead blocker. Trayvon Walker catches up to Warren as the Jags made a big mistake taking Trayvon Walker over Aiden Hutchinson a couple of years ago, which I'm glad the Lions got Hutchinson anyway. 2nd down and 4 now as here is the 2nd down run for Najee Harris. He's got space. Najee Harris with a 1st down pickup. I-form set here for the Steelers as we're just going to try and launch this one deep to Deontay Johnson. He's got a step, and Deontay Johnson has it to the 26-yard line. Mitchell Trubisky is lighting the stat sheet up recently. 2nd down here for the Steelers. Here is Jaylen Warren on a carry as he is just tripped up. Luckily, the defense tripped him up because if not, that was going to be a walk-in touchdown for Jaylen Warren. 3rd down and 3, a 3 tight end look for the Steelers. We have all of our tight ends out there running routes as it is Najee Harris on the reception as he's trying to hurdle a man. He's chopped down at the 11-yard line. 1st down and 10. This is our jumbo look. Here is a run for Najee Harris, and he's got a pickup of 7 yards. 4 carries, already 33 yards. These 2 running backs are going to be battling all game. Here's the split look yet again as Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren in the backfield. Here's the give to Najee Harris, and he is in. Touchdown Steelers. 150 total yards for the Steelers offense through 1 quarter. It's not even over yet, as our offense looks very good at the moment. I'm finally getting a feel for this playbook and how to utilize it. And more importantly, I'm kind of getting used to the passing game a little bit. I hadn't played Madden in a long time leading up to this series, so it is working out to our benefit right now. As Trevor Lawrence comes back out to lead the Jags offense, this one could be a very high-scoring, back-and-forth game. 1st down and 10. There's Cameron Hayward in the backfield, but Travis Etienne is going to outrun him and pick up 8 yards. He's up to 3 carries, 30 yards. Last week, 20 rushes for 85 yards. 2nd down and 2. Here's a give to Etienne, and he's going to have a 1st down. As the 1st quarter winds down here in Pittsburgh, this one has been a very good game to start, and that's a great play by Levi Wallace. I'm glad we didn't trade him. He has been probably our best corner so far this season. Obviously, we are still waiting on interception number 1 for this defense. It'd be pretty ironic if Kirby Joseph was the guy to get it. 2nd down and 10, Calvin Ridley in motion. They fake to him, give to Etienne, and that is Keanu Benton for the TFL. 3rd down and 12. Let's see if the Jags actually snap the ball here. They do. As we bring 5. It's a blitz, and Trevor Lawrence reads it beautifully. It is Evan Ingram on the 1st down reception, and that will put an end to an exciting 1st quarter here in Pittsburgh. So, unfortunately, I kind of get the feel that Kenny Pickett's career trajectory is pretty much the same as here's a run with Travis Etienne. It's Keanu Benton with his 2nd TFL. But I was trying to say that Kenny Pickett's trajectory kind of looks like Trey Lance's at the moment. Injured here in his 2nd year, and with a guy like Mitchell Trubisky playing well, pretty much like Jimmy Garoppolo playing well, could that potentially hinder Kenny Pickett's chance to be on the field? 2nd down and 11. Here is Lawrence. Watt gets there to him, but a little bit too late, and it's Christian Kirk with a 1st down pickup. Joey Porter Jr. in coverage there. But yeah, I hope what I said made sense, as unfortunately it does kind of feel like Kenny Pickett might be losing out on an opportunity to be our starting quarterback, especially if Mitchell Trubisky continues to play this well, as TJ Watt gets a tackle for loss. It's our 3rd on this drive. 2nd down and long for the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence scanning, and he has Christian Kirk on the reception. It's 3rd down and 4 upcoming. 5 receivers out there for the Jaguars. Evan Ingram is the tight end. 3rd down and 4. We're going to bring 4 this time. We're not going to bring 5. Trevor Lawrence has all day to throw, and that is a poor pass. 4th down upcoming. As the Jags will just look to take their 3 here. It'll be about a 41-yard field goal. Chandon Sullivan, now the corner out there on special teams, ever since the trade of Desmond King. The field goal is good, and it is 14-10 Steelers lead. First down and 10, bunch look here for the Steelers. We're going to go play action off of it. Try and hit Allen Robinson, and he has got it for a first down. Trubisky is 7 for 8 passing. First down and 10, here is a run with Najee Harris, and he is only going to pick up 1 yard. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. He's got the big neck brace on. Second down and 9, we're going to go play action here. Try and hit Pat Freiermuth as he's got it, and he's going to pick up 5 yards to bring up third down and manageable. Third down and 4, Najee Harris and Pat Freiermuth are in the formation here. We're going to hit Pat Freiermuth, and Pat Freiermuth is going to have a first down trying to juke a man. I said Pat Freiermuth 3 times on that play. Ball at the 50-yard line here as we're going to try and hit Deontay Johnson as that one is just thrown out of bounds. A pretty good pass by Mitchell Trubisky. Some of you watching this video might be, how was that a good pass? He just didn't put the ball in harm's way, and that's what we're looking for. Second down and 10, Jaylen Warren is the running back, and he's going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards. 4 yards. My math is terrible. You guys should know that if you guys watched my Madden 07 video. Third down and 6 here for the Steelers. We're going to try and hit Deontay Johnson on the slant, and somehow he caught that one. I got scared when I threw it. I thought it was going to be an interception. Deontay Johnson has been incredible since coming back. Warren and Najee Harris in the backfield here. Here's the give to Najee Harris as he's fighting through contact for a solid pickup. Second down and 5. Here is a play action for the Steelers. We're going to hit Connor Hayward in the flat as he's good for about 1 reception per game, and that's a first down reception. Mitchell Trubisky, 11 of 13 passing for 139 yards. First down, here's a run with Najee Harris, and here is a big run for Najee Harris. Was 1 broken tackle away from walking in for his second touchdown. Who would have ever thought that commentating a football game was like reading a Dr. Seuss book? First and 10, we're going to go screen to Najee Harris. Trubisky gets it off as Najee Harris fighting through the corner, and he's taken down at the 4-yard line. First down and goal, Allen Robinson in motion. Here's the jet touch pass to him as Najee Harris picked up the wrong guy on the block as it's a pickup of 0. Second down and goal from the 4-yard line here. Here is a give with Najee Harris, and he's taken down after a pickup of only 1. Third and goal upcoming. The Jags defense looking for a goal line stand. Third down and goal. It's going to be play action. Trubisky, just throw the football. Jaylen Warren was open. I hit the button super fast, and I didn't think that it would register, so I hit it again. Instead, Trubisky just pump fakes. So we're going to have to take our 3. Instead of a touchdown, it is going to be a field goal attempt as we have reached a 2-minute warning. Here is the kick from Boswell, and it is good as the Steelers have scored on all 3 of their offensive possessions in this game. The Jags will take over here at the 25-yard line. It's a pass on first down. Lawrence scanning, and he's got Christian Kirk on a first down reception as he fought through the contact by Levi Wallace. And he got out of bounds as well, so that will stop the clock. The Jags trying to put up some points before the end of the first half. They do get the football to start the second half. Here is a draw to Etienne. He's got space, and he's going to pick up a solid gain of about 8 carries for 35 yards. Clock is running here for the Jags. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here's a quick pass to Evan Ingram. He's got a first down, and the Jags have crossed midfield. Hurry up here for the Jags. Lawrence is going to hit Etienne out of the backfield, and he is slammed down by Quan Alexander. That's the one time that I've seen one of those tackles and actually kind of got excited about it. Jags continue to go hurry up here. Here's another quick pass to Evan Ingram as we need to get out of this defensive formation. Trevor Lawrence drops back. He's got Ingram as it was Quan Alexander there to the football immediately. The second timeout called by Jacksonville. Second down and 5. Here's a quick pass to Christian Kirk, and he's taken down at the 8-yard line. The Jags are inside the 10. We're trying to create pressure, but Trevor Lawrence is just getting rid of the football extremely quick. Here's another one as it's Ingram down to the 1-yard line. 23 seconds left here in the first half. Lawrence potentially changing the play. It's a pass as he's going to hit the upright. You can't do that. Third down and goal upcoming from the 1. Jacksonville has a timeout. You maybe think about just running the football here, especially with the look that the Steelers are giving you. Third down and goal. It is a pass. It's a quick one, and it is caught for a touchdown. What a drive by the Jacksonville Jaguars. We have ourselves a shootout. You got to think that our mistakes down at the goal line on our last possession could come back to haunt us. We could be leading 21-17. Instead, it's a 17-17 game heading into the half. Calvin Austin's going to have a chance. Calvin Austin is gone. Nobody's going to catch him. As time expires on the clock, nearly, Calvin Austin walks in. We have been waiting for him to break one all season long. He's not going to make an impact in the receiving game, but he's going to make an impact in the return game. The hole opened up and he did not miss it. As it looked like we were going to head into the half tied, instead, we're going to head into the half with the lead. Now I'm thinking we should just squib it so that the same thing doesn't happen to us. So that's what we're going to do. It'll probably leave about 1 or 2 seconds on the clock for the Jags. This one is fielded, and he is going to break a tackle, and he's taken down as time expires. 24-17 at the half. A very good game at the moment. Both quarterbacks have played really, really good football. Both teams have ran the ball pretty well. It says the Jags only have 7 rush plays, but I just saw that ETN has 8 carries, so that doesn't make any sense. But a very good game at the end of one half. Houston and Carolina, 2 teams that are 500 or better. Surprisingly, it's 3-0 as the 2 top draft picks are doing battle. Here's the Eagles and Commanders here. The Commanders lead this one 14-3. Eagles potentially about to drop their 3rd game of the season. And then the last game is New Orleans and Indianapolis as the Colts are trailing 17-10. They are 1-6. They got their first victory, I do believe, in the last episode. Anthony Richardson having a rough start to his career. So the Jaguars will get the football to start off the second half. They have to be sick to their stomach thinking that it could have been 17-17 at the end of the first half. Instead, Calvin Austin had other plans. We are still waiting on our first interception of the season. Can it happen in this game? Spread look here for the Jaguars on 1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line. We show a nickel defense. We've probably went to nickel more than any other as TJ Watt is in there for a sack. You had to wonder how long is it going to take before TJ Watt makes his presence known. Well, now you know. Empty look now for the Jaguars. This is a perfect opportunity to cause a turnover. Make Lawrence make a mistake. 3rd down and 15. We're going to be controlling Alex Highsmith on this play as he wins off the line. As this one is going to be completed to Calvin Ridley. I thought he dropped it there at the end of the play. The refs are going to say he held on. Here's another look at it as Lawrence rolls out to his left and then throws a dime for a 1st down. Ridley did lose control at the end of the play. The Steelers are not going to challenge. Double A blitz look here for the Pittsburgh Steelers on 1st down and 10. It is Quan Alexander and Keanu Neal out there. Here's a run with Travis Etienne as Mika Fitzpatrick has improved his tackling just a little bit because a couple weeks ago against the Ravens, he would have missed that tackle. Lawrence changing the play up, 1st down and 10. Probably just flipping the formation as the play clock winding down. Here is Lawrence to Zay Jones, and it's a 6-yard pickup. Lawrence is getting the ball out very quick. Lawrence now changing the play. He's going to go empty here on 2nd down. It is a pass, obviously, as Lawrence is going to roll out, and he's going to throw this one away. If anybody wants to know why you turn intentional grounding off, that's the exact reason why. Because if you don't turn intentional grounding off, the quarterback will just not realize he can throw the football away, and more than likely, he'll just take a sack. And I hate to see that. So that is why you would turn intentional grounding off. Lawrence changing the play again, like old school Peyton Manning. He goes empty again. He must have a look that he enjoys looking at. Here is Lawrence. He's going to scramble out to his left, and he's just going to throw this one away. Lawrence maybe a little bit paranoid in the pocket after being sacked by TJ Watt, as instead of stepping up, he has just rolled out now pretty much the entire drive. So 4th down and 4. Here is the field goal attempt, and it is good. 24-20 Steelers lead. George Pickens double teamed at the moment, as they must think we're going to go deep to him or something. Mitchell Trubisky making a lot of changes to the routes out there as he's going to get out of the pocket. Trubisky is going to nearly be intercepted. I knew as soon as I threw it, it was the dumbest decision I could have made. Luckily, we will maintain possession of the ball. 2nd down and 10, we're going to go with the same formation. And here's a give to Najee Harris, and he is going to pick up 15 yards. 73 rushing yards for Najee Harris, 7.3 yards per carry. This rush defense for the Jags has struggled. Allen Robinson in motion here. Fake to him, give to Jaylen Warren, and he got space. Jaylen Warren is going to have a first down pickup. Only his 4th carry of the game, but 30 yards on the ground. First down and 10 for the Steelers. Here's another give to Jaylen Warren. Jaylen Warren, another big pickup, and he is finally taken down at the 33-yard line. The Steelers team is just dominating the game so far. We've scored on every single possession at the moment, and we're looking to score yet again. First down and 10 here for the Steelers. We're just going to launch this one up to Deontay Johnson to the back corner of the end zone, and it is thrown out of bounds. Second down and 10 here for the Steelers. Try and hit George Pickens on the curl route, and he's got it for a first down. Trubisky is moving the football around with ease at the moment. First down and 10 here. We're just going to hit Pickens here as he quickly turned around for the football. He's only going to have 1 yard. Second down and 9 here. It's a play action. We're going to hit Jaylen Warren, and he's got it for a touchdown. Jaylen Warren. We tried to set that play up earlier in the game, and I believe it resulted in a sack. No, it almost resulted in an interception. We tried to split the 2 safeties. I remember it perfectly now. We got the look we wanted on that one as it was man defense, and Jaylen Warren on the wheel route just burnt the defender. As that was Andre Sisco, I do believe, in coverage it was, and he just couldn't keep up with Jaylen Warren as we extend our lead here in Pittsburgh. Looking for win number 1 at home. We have scored on every single offensive possession so far in this game. The Jags, unfortunately, have had to settle for field goals a couple of times, and when you do that, especially with the way our offense is playing, as Zay Jones is just frustrated, he's not really given the opportunity to return any of these kicks. But when you just are facing a team like we are playing on offense, you can't settle for field goals. First down and 10, it's a draw with Etienne, and he's going to pick up a short 3. Second down and 7 here for the Jags, as this is going to be the tight end on the reception. I actually don't even know who that is. It's their second tight end, and that's going to bring up third down and 1, Luke Farrell. As it looks like the Jags are going to go empty here. This is a possibility for a quarterback draw right here. If they did this on like third down and 8, they're probably not going to go quarterback draw. They're not going to do it here, as Evan Ingram is going to have a first down reception. Quan Alexander in coverage. Jags are going to go empty again here on second down and 3. A crazy block by the right guard as Lawrence got rid of the football quickly to Ingram for a first down. 9 receptions for 79 yards. Trevor Lawrence and Mitchell Trubisky have both been playing incredible in this game. You got to wonder which quarterback is going to make a mistake first. First down and 10, a quick pass, and that was interception number 1. Elandon Roberts has stone hands. It is getting to the point where I don't know if we're ever going to see this defense get an interception. We're 6 games into the season, almost 7 games into the season, as Etienne is going to pick up 4 yards on second down, and we still have not gotten an INT. Third down and 6 here. We bring 4. Quick pass to Christian Kirk for a first down. First down and 10, a very close look here for the Jags, as Lawrence is going to drop back and he's going to miss his wideout, Christian Kirk, as the Steelers brought 6 on the blitz. Second down and 10 here. Lawrence getting out of the pocket. He's going to throw across the field, and it's caught by Evan Ingram. First down, Jacksonville. You saw it again. Lawrence maybe a little paranoid in the pocket as the Steelers are trying to get after him here. 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. This one is still a very good game so far. Here's a run for Etienne. He's going to pick up 5 yards. He's up to 70 yards on the game. About 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Could this be the last play of the third? It's thrown across the middle, and it is caught as Cole Holcomb laid the hit on Zay Jones, but it did not matter, as that is going to bring the third quarter to a close. 31-20 is the score. The Steelers have played very good in this game, but so haven't the Jacksonville Jaguars. The difference in this one is a kickoff return for a touchdown, and that's pretty much it. And the fact that the Jags have settled for field goals more than one time in this game. Everybody's got their heavy guys on the field here for first down and goal from the 3-yard line. It's a pitch to Etienne. Cole Holcomb meets him in the hole, and it's a touchdown for Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his first of the game, as he's hitting the Jalen Waddle dance. Travis Waddle Jr. Jacksonville will line up to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. It's going to be a pass. Lawrence quickly, and it's dropped by Christian Kirk. I don't know why every time Christian Kirk gets a target, I want to say Calvin Ridley so badly. 13 play, 76-yard touchdown drive for Jacksonville. Calvin Austin's going to have an opportunity to return this one as he is laid out at the 17-yard line. Number 56 came in unblocked. First down and 10. It's going to be a play action for the Steelers. We're going to try and hit Deontay Johnson on the out route, and he's got it. He is sure-handed. Darnell Washington in motion. First down and 10 from the 34-yard line. We're going to go play action yet again as we're going to get out of the pocket, and George Pickens has got it for a first down to midfield. Mitchell Trubisky, 18 of 22 passing, 217 yards. George Pickens with his 4th catch of the game. First down and 10 here. We're going to go play action again. And Trubisky's just going to get out of the pocket and throw this one away. A very long developing play. Allen Robinson had his hand up saying he was open, but we just didn't see him. Really long play to develop there. Jaguars stacking the box here on second down and 10. It doesn't matter. We're going to run right at him as Najee Harris is going to pick up 5 yards. And he is injured on the play as he is limping off. This is potentially dangerous. He's going to stay on the sidelines at the moment. He will be attended to. Hopefully, it is not a long-term injury. As you watch the play again, Najee was kind of rolled up right there, so you got to wonder, is it an ankle or knee injury? That's my biggest concern at the moment. Third down and 5 here. We're going to hit George Pickens. He's got it. George Pickens trying to break some tackles, and he's taken down to the 28-yard line. We had him on the zig route. The coverage was very good, but George Pickens and Deontay Johnson are winning these 50-50 balls at the moment. These receivers are playing very good. First down and 10, we're going to go run with Jaylen Warren. He's got blockers. Jaylen Warren fumbled the football, and Jacksonville fell on it. I feel like Jaylen Warren was certainly down on that play. Here's another look at it. Was trying to fight through the contact. I think the ground caused that fumble. The Steelers will definitely want to review this. If the booth doesn't choose to do it, they are going to review it. Looking at the replay, yeah, it definitely looks like Warren's elbow and knee had both touched the ground before the ball came out. This is going to be overturned unless Madden hits me with some cheese. As I do believe it's going to stand. It's going to be overturned as a foot sprain for Najee Harris. Jaylen Warren will stay in the game. It is going to be overturned. Second down and inches upcoming for the Steelers. The Jags need to hold us to a field goal. We're going to go play action. Try and hit Freiermuth. He's open, and he's got it for a touchdown. What a perfect pass by Mitchell Trubisky. His 3rd of the game. A beautiful pass by Trubisky. The toe drag by Pat Freiermuth was even better. I'm telling you right now, I don't think Trubisky's going to be taken off the field when Kenny Pickett is healthy. I don't think you can do that to Trubisky. We have scored on every single offensive possession. Who would have thought we would have had a shootout here against the Jaguars? I certainly thought the Jags would play really good on offense, and then we would struggle to keep up as the game went on. That has not been the case. We have been in this game the entire time. Not only have we been in the game, we have been dominating the game. We've controlled every aspect of it. As here's a great run by Etienne as he cuts back and picks up 9 yards. The Jags still going to run the football. They're not going to go away from it. Second down, and here is the give to Etienne. Etienne's got a lot of space, and Cole Holcomb is there to make the stop. 90 rushing yards for Etienne. First down and 10, about 8 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Ridley comes in motion. Here's a pass, and it's caught by Etienne. 3 receivers in this set. Evan Ingram, the tight end. Etienne in the backfield. 1 receiver is going to come in motion. That's Zay Jones. Second down and 4. Here's a pass, and it's cut by Travis Etienne as he's taken down at about the 41-yard line. The Steelers are not going to play a conservative defense. We're going to try and get after Trevor Lawrence, and hopefully we can force him to make a mistake and pretty much seal this game. Here's a triple option as Trevor Lawrence was taken down by Keanu Neal. Keanu Neal is going to stick around on this football team for at least the rest of this season, probably next season. It looked like Keanu Neal just slapped Trevor Lawrence. Jags are wasting a lot of clock because that's going to be a false start on the offense. That's going to back the Jags up. 2nd and 17 upcoming. I'm smelling an interception right now. I think we can get one. We should have had one earlier with Elandon Roberts instead. He dropped it. was eating popcorn before the game, as this one is caught by Zay Jones, and the Jags are going to move the chains. 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. They're taking a lot of time off the clock, but their hope is that they can either recover an onside kick or stop our running game, which I don't know if you're going to be able to do either. First down and 10. Here is a give to Etienne as he's got space and he's going to walk in for a touchdown. Kirby Joseph took a poor angle in his Steelers debut. We really had not called his name at all in this game. There was an opportunity for him. Instead, Etienne didn't even have to put a move on him. It was just a poor angle by Kirby Joseph. We look at the replay. What is he doing there? I don't want to, say this, but I think DeMonte KZ might have made that play. As Kirby Joseph can't really sweat it, though, as the Jags have made this one a interesting game yet again. The PAT will make it a 5-point game, and it's up and it is good. 38-33, the Steelers lead with 5 minutes and 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. I don't think either team has punted the football in this game. Calvin Austin with an opportunity to return this one from his own 3-yard line, and he is taken down in the middle of the field at about the 22-yard line as Mitchell Trubisky, who's playing like Peyton Manning, is coming out on the field. Jaylen Warren remains in the game as Najee Harris is still injured, as that was a missed block by Connor Hayward. If he picks up that block, I think Warren could have been gone. James Robinson checks into the game now. This will be his first action. Second down and 10. We're going to go power with him, and he's going to pick up 4 yards. Third down and 6 upcoming. The Jags have us where they want us. Big third down here for Pittsburgh as we're going to try and hit Calvin Austin, and it is dropped by Cisco as the Jags had an opportunity to get the INT, and we have to punt the football away. I think it's the first for either team. The first down run was a pitch, and if Connor Hayward picks up the block, it could be 45-35 right now, or 33, I should say. Zay Jones returns this one. He's taken down to the 33-yard line. And then on the second play, we went with James Robinson. He picked up 4 yards, which is pretty on par for what we typically do on the ground. And then on that play right there, nobody was open. We can go back and look at the play. I don't know if it'll allow me. No, it's not going to allow me to look at the replay, but I liked Pat Freiermuth. He was running an out route, but he just didn't get open. He created no space at all. He actually just went flat as soon as the route started, and it was just not a good route. As with 4 minutes and 13 seconds left in this game, the Jaguars are going to have an opportunity. It's Etienne on first down, and he's going to pick up 5 yards. The Jaguars are going to use their entire playbook here. In a game where you play near perfect football, and now it feels like you don't even control your own destiny in this one. The defense needs to make a play. Here's Lawrence getting out of the pocket, and he's got a man open. It is caught by Evan Ingram. I definitely have to admit this has been the best game of the series so far. We've been waiting for a very close game. Here it is. First down and 10 for the Jags as Alex Highsmith's going to get the sack. His first of the game. Trevor Lawrence ran right into him. Only the third sack combined in this game. But Highsmith gets one when it matters most. 3 minutes left on the clock here in Pittsburgh. Second down and 18. Lawrence scanning. He's got a man open and it is caught. No. They're going to say he was out of bounds. Third down and 18 upcoming. Now you must wonder, if they don't get it here, do they just think about punting the football away? That's a very tough decision to make if you are Doug Peterson in this Jacksonville Jaguars team. Third down and 18. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left. Steelers bring 4. Lawrence is going to get out of the pocket, and he's got a man open. It's Christian Kirk. First down, Jacksonville to the 30-yard line. Mika Fitzpatrick was there. He couldn't break the pass up. Christian Kirk, 94 yards on the day. Great hands by Christian Kirk. As it felt like Mika Fitzpatrick could have went for the knockout shot. He didn't. Oh boy, this is coming down to the wire here. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in this one. First down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Lawrence trying to get out of the pocket, and he's sacked by Cameron Hayward. As that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Wow, what a game here in Pittsburgh. The 5-2 Jacksonville Jaguars versus the 3-3 Pittsburgh Steelers. This has been an incredible game right now. I'm excited. This one is coming down to the wire. 2-minute warning. is now over. Steelers bring 3, second down and 19. It's caught by Etienne. He's taken down at the 34-yard line. Third down and 13 upcoming. 1 minute, 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Big third down here for the Jags offense. Steelers bring 3 yet again. It's Lawrence trying to get out of the pocket. He's got a man open. It's Christian Kirk, and he's taken down 5 yards shy of the first down marker. The Jags are going to go hurry up. We're not going to get a second to breathe. Fourth down and 5. Lawrence drops back. He's got a lot of time to throw. Trevor Lawrence trying to get out of the pocket, and this one is to the back of the end zone and incomplete. The Steelers get off the field on fourth down. Great job by our secondary there, locking up these receivers. They've had their way with them all day long, and when it mattered most, they did their job to perfection. The Jags still have all 3 timeouts, so this game is not over. If the Steelers pick up a first down, it would then be over. Here's a run on first down. Jaylen Warren, nowhere to go. Second down and 10 with a minute left. Here's a toss to Jaylen Warren, trying to get out to the edge. He's got the first down. Jaylen Warren is going to seal this one, as the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to move to 4-3. What a game. Najee Harris was injured in this one. He will be okay. He'll come back next week. But Jaylen Warren, when it mattered most, took the game, put it in his hands, and that is going to lead to a Pittsburgh Steelers victory. We're going to have to kneel the ball one more time, I should say. And that is going to do it, as the Pittsburgh Steelers win 38-33 in an all-time classic. One of the best games of the year so far. Our offense is looking really good at the moment. Mitchell Trubisky is lights out right now. Like I was saying earlier, I don't know if Kenny Pickett is going to be our starter once he's healthy. Mitchell Trubisky is now going to have to lose this job in order to give it back to Kenny Pickett. You can't take Trubisky out after the way he's played this, these last 3 or 4 weeks. He's played very good. One thing I will say about this series so far is the lack of turnovers is kind of shocking. We have only 2 turnovers forced on the year, and those are 2 fumble recoveries. I think as far as our offense goes, I'm glad we're not turning the football over. You're seeing a lot of drops for the Jags as well on defense as far as interceptions go, so maybe we'll have to bump up the interception slider 1 or 2 just to see some of these players actually catch these interceptions. But I'm still liking the quality of games that we're getting. But, we'll have to see. We'll have to play it by ear. If you guys think we should bump up the sliders just a little bit, let me know, because I do want to see more interceptions. Maybe we do bump it up 2 to both teams. As you look at the stats here, we only had 397 yards of offense. We ran the ball very well. We passed the ball extremely well. First downs were nearly even with the Jags. No turnovers, like I said. We were 6 for 9 on third down. They were 6 for 9 on third down. And then looking down at the possession time, the Jags actually led this one. As here's a look at both players' stats. Trubisky with a 145 QBR is incredible. Just a great game. 346 passing yards for Lawrence, 252 for Trubisky. Trubisky with 3 touchdowns, Lawrence with 2. Looking at rushing, Etienne 18 for 126, Najee 11 for 78. Both of them with 7 yards per carry. They were as advertised. Jaylen Warren, though, 9 carries, 74 yards, and he had the game-sealing run on that last possession. And then nobody else really did anything as far as rushing goes. Looking at receiving, Evan Ingram, 11 for 110. Christian Kirk, 8 for 102. And then Zay Jones, 4 for 43. Calvin Ridley, only 2 for 45. When you look at us, George Pickens, 5 for 88 and a touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 5 for 72. Pat Freiermuth, 3 for 34. And Allen Robinson got in on the action just a little bit as well. Looking at sacks, as we gave up no sacks in this one, the Jags gave up 3. Quite a few TFLs in this one. Keanu Benton with 2, Cameron Hayward with 2. And then looking at the sacks, Highsmith, Hayward, Watt, and I guess the Jags actually did have a sack. It was a combined one with Cisco and Josh Allen. No INTs, no forced fumbles. Looking at kicking, both kickers were perfect, and there was only 1 punt the entire game. But I think the difference maker in this one has to be Calvin Austin. If he doesn't get that kickoff return for a touchdown, we just kneel it out and we go to the half. That means we don't have a 7-point lead heading into the half, meaning you take away our 38 points and only give us 31, we would have lost this game. Calvin Austin, he's been benched as far as receiving goes, but we needed him most in the kickoff return game, and he did not disappoint. So Kirby Joseph, the new Pittsburgh Steeler with an upgrade after that game. I think I want to go with You can go with zone here, but I want to go with hybrid. I want to work on maybe getting him down in the box a little bit more throughout his career. He's only 22 years old, so we can kind of do what we want with him. 6'1", 200 pounds. He's a little physical. So I think making him a hybrid safety is more of what I want to do with him. That way we can allow Minkah Fitzpatrick just to be that center fielder out there. So after I finish up this recording, I am going to go ahead and bump up the interception slider by 2 for each CPU and user, and then I'll import them here into the franchise. But a very good game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. We have a winning streak now. We're going to go ahead and advance to Week 9 against the Tennessee, I almost said Houston Oilers. I don't know why. But we're going to advance to Week 9 as we'll be taking on the Tennessee Titans. As this one's going to be a Thursday night game, so we're going to be on a short week here. We're going to see what that entails in the next episode. But Thursday night football, we're 4-3. They're 4-3. Two dominant running backs are going to be battling it out. Taking a look at the standings here, there are two undefeated teams. It's the Baltimore Ravens at 8-0 and the Kansas City Chiefs at 8-0. The Chiefs have only allowed 99 points, which is just incredible. That's by far the best in football. And then when you look at the AFC North, that's not it. You look at the rankings, we are in second in the AFC North. Chances are we're not going to win this division, but we are still going to potentially battle it out for a playoff spot as the season goes on. We're 4-3. We're in a great position. When you look at Mitchell Trubisky's numbers as well, 1,300 yards, the completion percentage continues to go up, now at 58%, which I think it was like at below 50% for the first couple of games. A QBR of 92.3, which is pretty good, but the 11 touchdowns to only 4 interceptions is exactly what you want to see. I mean, Kenny Pickett, he only attempted 3 passes to start the season out. It just doesn't feel like Pickett's going to be our starter when he gets back. It's going to be Trubisky's team. And then looking at the rushing attack, Najee Harris, 681 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jaylen Warren with 263 for himself. And then receiving, our most reception leader is Pat Freiermuth with 25, Allen Robinson with 20, Pickens with 18, and Deontay Johnson already up to 11. And our receiving leader is Allen Robinson with 325 yards, Pickens with 305, Freiermuth with 239, and Deontay Johnson is right there in the mix. He's also right there in the mix as touchdowns, as there are 3 guys tied for the lead, Robinson, Pickens, and Johnson, each with 2. Looking at our offensive line, Okorafor had been giving up the most sacks on the offensive line. Dan Moore then took over, and he has not disappointed. He's only played 221 downs, about the same as Okorafor. So Dan Moore playing pretty good at the moment. Looking at the defense here, as far as TFLs go, TJ Watt with 16 of them, Keanu Benton and Alex Highsmith with 7. Cameron Hayward, he's only played 2 games, but he's already got 6. Our tackle leader is Kirby Joseph, but he hasn't been here the whole time, so I'm going to say it's Minkah Fitzpatrick. But as far as total tackles go, it's Minkah Fitzpatrick and Cole Holcomb. As far as sacks, TJ Watt, 7.5, Alex Highsmith with 4, and Keanu Benton with 3. INTs, there are none of them. Kicking, Chris Boswell remains perfect on the season. Punting, Presley Harvin, only 1 in last week's game, but 22 punts on the season. And then Calvin Austin with the 1 kickoff return for a touchdown. We are 12th in offensive yards so far this season, which that number continues to climb. We are 20th in defensive yards, 6th in points scored. So our offense is lighting up the stat sheet at the moment, but we are 32nd apparently in points allowed. We'll have to check on that. I actually don't believe that. Yeah, that's not even anywhere close. We do allow 185 points, but you got the Patriots and the Giants, Colts, among some of the bottom teams. As far as turnovers go, our differential is still going to be one of the worst in football, but we are no longer one of the worst teams as far as giveaways go. Only 11 so far this season. And then let's see, the Giants finally got 1 takeaway. So there's been a whole lot of talking here at the end of the episode. I just want to look at the Titans injury report. Then we'll talk about the Titans as well. I still don't know if I want to talk about the teams at the end of the video or at the beginning of the next video. So we'll talk about it now so that way we can kind of continue to speed up these intros. They look relatively healthy. Looking at the Titans here, Derrick Henry, 96 overall. He is one of the best running backs in this game. Kevin Byard, one of the best safeties. Jeffrey Simmons is a dominant player. DeAndre Hopkins, he might have an impact in this game. He really hasn't had one in real life, but he could definitely have an impact in this game. Harold Landry, 79 overall. And then Ryan Tannehill, 77 overall, 35-year-old quarterback. And then one guy to look at is Treylon Burks. He just has not developed the way the Titans have hoped for. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed that game and this video. That was a very good game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. a game that I think we played perfect football in. And even then, the Jags, as good of a team that they are, they just made it a very good game. They fought and they clawed their way back into the game on multiple occasions. Calvin Austin, probably the hero of the game. Kirby Joseph, the newly acquired strong safety for us. I'm liking the way this series is going so far. We're 7 games into the season. We're going to continue the rest of the season. Trade deadline is already over now. It's in the rearview mirror. We're ready to continue this game. We're a potential playoff team, I should say. So, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.